Hey, so my name is James, and I seen your question while scrolling through some of the questions on Ask an Expert, and I would have just done a text reply, but due to the extent of it, I thought a video might be beneficial. So your question was in two parts. So to summarize your question, first you talked about how to summarize the poem, and then the second part of your question was identifying shifts in emotion. Now, of course, I can't summarize your poem for you, and I cannot identify the shifts in emotion. That would go against academic policy. But however, I can teach you how to summarize and how to identify shifts in emotion. So, first off, summarization is just taking the important topics or the important points that the author is trying to make and putting them into your own words. Now, you don't want to restate exactly what the author said, because if I wanted to know what the author had to say, I could just go read the author's poem. I want to know what you have to say. So I want it to be in your own words, but you still want to keep the integrity of the author's original work. So you don't want to add your own feelings or your own thoughts. You want to keep the integrity of the original piece. Also, when summarizing, it's important to keep those topics in order. For example, you are summarizing a poem. So the summarization or the main topics of the first stanza should be the first main topic in your summary. The second main topic of the second stanza should be the second main topic in your summarization. You want to follow the same order or the same format as the original work to keep the integrity and for it to be a correct summarization. So I provided an example and I typed it up because at this time I don't have the ability to write on my screen. So I did type it up so we could look at the example, and I'm going to use my cursor to make it stand out more. So let's look at this example sentence. I went to the store today to buy groceries. The store has all kinds of different groceries, and the walls were so colorful. I would love to work there. So this is more elaborate, it shows more detail. But we want to keep the main point of it. So my name is James, and I wrote that as if I was saying it. So if I was going to write a summarization of that, I would say James at wants to work at a very colorful grocery store with lots of variety. I'm still getting that main point across without all the filler, but see how I still kept the integrity of the original meaning. So you want to make sure that you do that with your poem. Now, when trying to identify shifts in emotion, it's important to consider tone. Now, when you think of emotion is something you feel. So when you read it, the chances are is you will feel exactly when that shift in emotion occurs. So let's look at the example. The day started out so wonderful. I slept well, I had a cup of coffee, and I ate a wonderful breakfast. However, I failed my math test, which ruined my day. However is what we call a conjunctive adverb, and it shows a contrast. In this case, a contrast between the start of the day being really good and the ending of it being bad. So this contrast with however, the conjunctive adverb, can be used as evidence to support that shift in emotion. And you can feel it. The first part of the sentence was upbeat, using positive words such as wonderful. And then in the contrasting part, failed and ruined have more of a negative connotation, so it creates more of a negative tone. I hope this video helped, and if you need further assistance, you can message me and we can set up a tutoring session. Thank you so much. Bye bye.